If I could fight anyone past the present, who would it be and where could I fight him? I would fight Leigh Wood in the Falls Park. That's my thoughts of right now. I'd fight him in the Falls Park. And once I beat him, I have my fans spit on him like his fans spit on me. From my last fight, obviously I was going for the world title. Was in touching distance of it, and that could stop with a minute and a half to go. And my first time ever being, KO'd and stopped in any fights. And in my opinion, it was down to my own fatigue and stuff. So it looked an awful lot worse than what it was, because the kind of way I went into the ring. But I was fine as soon as I was on the floor. Like, my brother had actually caught me, and it was a much more drama made of it than what it was. But yeah, it's all good, mate. I think I showed my skill set and my level of boxing IQ in that fight. I don't think it's done me any harm. I think it's actually done me more good because I've learned so much from it. In Nottingham, it basically was a home fight, but the atmosphere with that little bit against you was really good. It was really exciting. I loved how it was. I loved the back and forth because, some fans were giving me the finger and you and all this here, and then other fans were just singing grace and going crazy. So it was special. It was a special night. I think now I've lost the O, as you were saying. It's a good thing because there isn't any pressure on me no more. They can't try to stay undefeated, and I think what the loss has done for me, mindset wise, has been fantastic because now I just want to fight everybody and anybody because I know how close I was, and I could smell it, I could taste it. It was right in front of me to be a world champion, and something I said I would do was not let it slip, and I let it slip. And that was the hardest bit to take because I kind of thought I had no doubt in my mind I was going to be world champion that night, and unfortunately it didn't play out how it did. But now that I've lost, it's given me a different type of hunger, which I didn't have before. And if I go back throughout my kind of career, my amateur career and stuff, before I've always hit the top, there's always been some type of adversity, and that comes like even from a kid. Before I won, such and such, I had lost here, and then I kind of knuckled down again, and I got to where I needed to get to. It happened to me, pre-Olympics. I lost in the World Championships for a medal, and I was gutted. I lost by a point, and I went in the medal in the Olympics. Only got bronze. Ended up going and getting the silver in the next tournament, gold in the next every tournament bar the last Olympic Games. So I think every setback has always made me be a better fighter, and I think this is the same. I don't think necessarily this is a warm-up fight. I think the level of opponent is a very dangerous opponent for me to come back against because, let's be honest, after my fight there, I could have fought some Tom, Dick or Harry, and nobody would have said boo about it. But I don't want that. I want to get straight back into, contention for world titles, and I think this type of opponent, Miguel Marriaga, a very, very dangerous, tough competitor. He has more knockouts than I have fights, and I've just been knocked out in my last fight, so people are going to go, fuck me, why is he taking this fight? So, in my opinion, I think it's the right fight, the right time. It's my last fight, I didn't take much damage, bar the kind of ending. So, it's not like I was, Leigh Wood getting, he got seriously beat up in that fight throughout it, and, God knows if he beats the same after. I hope he is. I hope he's good, and I hope he keeps hold of what he has. But I didn't take much damage, and I think that I've shown where I'm at. I know the mistakes I made, and the little things would play parts in how things ended. So, I'm confident and very, very happy to be jumping back straight in at this level. Now I know what it's like here in Belfast. It's special because it's basically a 99.5% or 99.9% to me, and probably 1% to Marriaga, maybe, if even. It's going to be very, home dominated in terms of fan base for me, so it's always special. But the last time I fought in the SSE, the arena wasn't packed. It was half the arena. It was my 7th fight. I wasn't expected to do what I'm going to do here, and I'm really excited because I've seen the likes of Carl Frampton, and the special nights he done in the SSE was unbelievable, and the fact that now I can get to go and do my own in a full arena, full capacity, it's going to be special. But I want to be world champion, and that's the be all and end all. Whatever it takes, whatever I need to do, I'll do it till I get there. I've had some special nights already, and they always say I can't be topped, can't top it. But every time I seem to top it, and that's not even lying. Like when my debut, I walked out with Conlan-Marriaga in Madison Square Garden in a main event in a 6-round fight. Doesn't happen. Unbelievable. Says it couldn't be topped. Topped it the next year. Topped it the following year. Topped it every single time I've been back. So, yeah, I've done some good stuff, but I still have much more to do. And the goal will be to win a world title, and defend it here at home, whether it's in the park or whether it's in the SSE. You know, now the world is my oyster, my own choice where it could be really. So I don't really care, but just to do it at home and have a title fight at home will be special. If I could fight anyone past or present, who would it be and where could I fight him? I would fight Leigh Wood in the Falls Park. That's my thoughts of right now. I'd fight him in the Falls Park, and once I beat him, I have my fans spit on him like his fans spit on me.